Oh, I'm pretending I didn't see you there. Welcome to Bar Minimum's Chips and Sips. For my submission to Chips and Sips, I originally had a different idea, but on a beautiful early May day, my wife and some friends and I went to a trip to a little town outside Kitchener, Ontario, about an hour and a half outside Kitchener, called Neustadt. And there we came across a beautiful, picturesque location. You could take a picture of it, and it would be a nice picture, is what I'm saying. Beautiful old stone building that in 1859 was built by German farmers who had come to the area and decided that they needed to wet their whistle after a day in the fields. So they made this brew house on a natural spring. They served craft beers and hot honey on pizza and stuff. No, that's not how they did it in 1859. But fast forward to today, and we have Neustadt Springs, and it's a nice brewery. What can you say about Neustadt Springs? Beautiful brewery. They've been doing it for a few years now. We got the tour from the owner, Mike, who is a fantastic spring of knowledge when it comes to beer. He talked for probably 2 hours about malt alone, and it was maybe enough malt talk, but Mike and Neustadt Springs, they're not all talk. They walk the beer walk. And today we're going to be having their Scottish Pale Ale called I, as it's an okay name, but it's a very good beer. And when sampling such a nice beverage such as this, I thought, why don't we get down and dirty with our chip? So what we have is some nice Canadian content here. We've got Trailer Park Boys. You gotta have the Jalapeno Zesty Mordant. And it's about 2 weeks past its sell-by date, which I think is very fitting. So, without any further ado or stumbling over the intro here, Zesty Mordant, Neustadt Springs. Let's go.
Chips and Sips review portion. All right, ready? I'm ready. Born ready. Hey, everybody. Here I am. Here I am. Chips and Sips, episode 2. I'm the first. I will break the seal. Okay. Let's see what we got here for the sippy. Never heard of that. I like the color. Where's Neustadt from? Oh, baby. Okay, let's give her a shot. Scottish. That's where I'm not from. Okay. Smells bad. Okay. Ooh, we're onto something. I'm 2 beers deep. But okay. That's that's good. Like I would not be upset at all. 4.5. I like that. Everyone can agree. I do agree. This is actually a good choice. Kudos. Buy it. All my enamel's gone. That hurt. Nice. I get to pop this guy. So, Trailer Park Boys. I didn't know this was a thing. They's covered my whole... Okay, I'm not even... Jalapeno, Zesty. Here we go. We got the boys. You probably saw this earlier. But munchies. I have the munchies most days. Let's crack her open. Oh, okay. All right. Presentation, 0. Actually, I sucked deep. Now I'm gonna eat meat. Oh. Okay. Let me eat all of them. Real quick. I F's with these children. I mess with these heavy. Actually, these are very good. I'm a jalapeno guy. I would do these, especially the price. Oh my god. Whoever chose this selection, That's a party. That's a party. That's a 10. That's very good. Wow. Okay. I'm excited. I want to eat all of these, so that's a good sign. Thanks, everybody. We'll see how the other guys like it. See you soon.
Hello, hi. We're here at Chips and Sips. We're excited to try all this stuff. So I haven't tried either of them ever in my whole life. So I am excited to put this stuff in my mouth. So yeah, new stat. Here we go. Scottish Pale Ale made with pure spring water and the blood of innocence. Okay. Good crack. We got a good crack. A Scottish Pale Ale. It's better than an IPA. I know it's not as usually I recoil in disgust with this kind of stuff, but it's not as bad as I thought it would be. I would have a solid one of these to start off the night. That's for sure. I like it, but not. I don't love it. We still haven't figured out a naming convention, or not naming convention, a numbering system. But I would give this, just because of my personal taste, a 6.5 out of 10. I don't know. It would get me quite buzzed though. Usually the stronger beers, and I'm kind of a little sensitive boy when it comes to that. So, I think someone who likes Scottish Pale Ale would really enjoy this. So. Good beer. Now let me try this Trailer Park Boys Jalapeno Zesty Mordant. Fun fact: I interviewed the Trailer Park Boys at Comic-Con. They were actually pretty chill. So that was a pretty cool experience. One of the highlights of my life. So let's test their chips. It is very Zesty Mordant. These are excellent. These are really good. I feel like you once you start, you can't stop, and the whole bag will disappear. Paired with this, it's not actually bad at all, but not really my go-to beer. But I think it's really cool that we have a little history behind this, and we learned about this today. So, good choice.
Okay, Neustadt Springs, the I Scottish Pale Ale taste test. I've absolutely had this before. We'll talk a little bit more about the place when we get together here, but I got a flight because how could you not when you see the selection that they're providing, and this was on it. So I've only had about 5 ounces of it, but I quite liked it. And I still quite like it. I don't know if it's a placebo effect with they tell you it's spring water, but it really is just a fresh tasting beer. Lots of maltiness to it, little caramel notes, really nice. Now, let's see what Sunnyvale's Finest have given us. I like jalapeno chips, but I don't really like cheese chips. That's not bad. There's a lot of flavor, a little too much cheesy flavor for my personal taste, but this is better than I thought it would be. I thought this whole bag was going to be crushed for one thing, but good crunch, good chip, good texture, good chips. You know, not bad. Okay, all right.
Okay. Oh, nice and
Wow.
close in
Digging
here.
deep after
gonna adjust
judging me
my-
based on my drink
Just
joke
my mic
earlier.
a little bit.
Wow, we're going under, up under.
That's a sick. That's a good look.
Taint mode.
All right, I'll start us off here a little bit.
Okay, hold on. I just gotta eat this chip.
Yeah, go on.
You should review this chip. One sec.
That was a different chip.
Our review of this chip.
Why is my chair down the farthest? Because I'm fat. Anyways,
Doesn't matter.
Wow.
Yeah, guys. So, like I was saying, I went to this brewery, and it is a great time. They have a lot of really neat stuff. They've been there since I think 2018. So when it says on their label "brewing since 1859," that refers to like the original purpose of the building was to brew beer, and then over the years it was different things like Prohibition kind of put a little damper on that, and it became like an egg grading facility. And they did like they made it to like a dance hall for like the country jamborees and stuff like that. And then 2018 they bought the building and moved in and made it a really nice spot to go check out. It's right by a nice river and obviously on a natural spring. The people there really know what they're doing. They the brewmaster now is the guy who was with Wellington in Guelph for like 20 years. So they're doing some cool stuff. Like when I was there, it was Cinco de Mayo, so they made a Mexican lager with habanero infusion kind of thing, and like it's kind of like, okay, yeah, I mean,
sounds spicy.
yeah, it was very spicy and it was good. Like it's at a certain point you're like, what do you know? Should you really be playing God with beer? But, but like okay, well, you're going, what are you doing? But you can go online and order. They have some distribution to LCBOs. I think online they have a minimum order of $80, but you're gonna spend $80 on beer anyway. Come on,
Every time.
you may as well get some really nice stuff from Neustadt Springs. And they had a lot of this name that they could have done something better with this name. They really like puns at this place, which again, like whatever, but they had a Bock called Diefenbacher, which I really appreciate.
Bunker, yeah, nice.
Yeah, I appreciate as a history guy. Ton of really good stuff. I really like this beer a lot.
It does taste like a beer though.
Well, yeah.
What?
Like
What?
like a
What does
very
that mean?
like. This is where
they're not-
your grading and my grading comes down to different verbiage here.
Right.
Where I'm just like, this is like, it's kind of a little bit stronger than I'm used to.
Okay. Well, especially for 4.5%. Yeah.
Right? Like-
they are not. They're not pulling any punches
It's a little
with
bit
the flavor.
more bitter, but like I think this is what beer should be kind of closer to, especially when you get into stronger stuff. I'm not maybe like a huge fan of it. That's why I didn't, score it too high.
Yeah.
But definitely could drink one to start the night.
I see. I think for this one, it's one I think you want to have with food. And I mean, I could crush probably 5 or 6 of these. And
okay.
no
Did you
problem.
do this one prior to this test, or is this a blind?
I had a little 5-ounce
you did.
flight
Oh, right,
glass of this,
yeah,
and
yeah.
I don't know if it was my favorite, but it's good. I think with like how kind of strong it tastes with the caramel notes, the that sort of maltiness. It still, I think, is exceedingly fresh, and like I said, maybe it's a placebo thing with that spring water. You think it's such a high quality water.
I missed. Is this where the brewery on the front? Is this where they like?
That is
It must
what
be.
it looks
Yeah.
like.
Are they right by the like a river beside it?
Yeah, they're on a natural spring, and there's a really beautiful river, and it's a nice little farming village type of thing. So
It's kind of growing on me.
Keep it in your mouth,
yeah.
keep it in your mouth for a bit, because I don't know if it's placebo, but it did have caramel notes when you.
I was just about to
after you
say
said that.
there
it's-
is caramel notes.
that's
Like
what's
if
in there
I
for
let
sure.
it linger in there, yeah, because I was just gurgling it, but I think
It doesn't taste bad. I just want to make sure everyone knows.
Yeah.
For me, it's just like it's a little bit of the stronger beer. When I get into the IPAs, I recoil and burst into flames. So this kind of gave me that little start of it. So I'm like, ooh, I don't know if I like this as much.
I like it
But,
more.
Yeah. I was actually pleasantly surprised with these chips.
Okay.
I didn't think I was gonna like. I don't think these were gonna be good at all. We did find out, product of USA. So
Don't say that.
Trailer Park, yeah.
Wow.
Fraught
So Trailer Park
times
Boys.
to be doing this, Trailer Park Boys. But it is actually surprisingly good. There's a good kick to it, and it's not overly cheesy, which I wouldn't have liked. But yeah, it's good. It's not bad. I was surprised pleasantly.
When I had a chance to I had an opportunity to speak to them. They were closed lips on a lot of products that they were coming out with.
Yeah,
a
in
lot of
development.
movies and stuff. I think at the time, I don't know. I don't know how old these
Is
are.
it
but
cheese? Is it actually? What's the flavor on it? Is it supposed to be cheesy? Because there is that.
Yeah.
Like cheesy jalapeno.
Yeah, it's cheesy jalapeno.
Because in a weird way, now that you
Zesty
mentioned
Morton.
caramel, it does remind me of like that Chicago popcorn where you do like the cheesy
Oh,
popcorn.
yeah,
and the
that's a
caramel
good
popcorn.
point. That's funny.
I'm not sure if that. Also, were you recreating what you had when you were there with like the spicy beer with this combo, or is that
No,
just
that was
not
not
even
conscious at
thought?
all. But yeah, and again, there are so many beers that Neustadt Springs do that are really good. I
be
would check
hammered
them
after
out,
this, by the way.
and you're gonna have to spend $80, but it'll be worth it. You'll drink it all, you know.
I think you guys have brought two nice breweries so far, and you have lifted the bar here.
Yeah,
so
suck it.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
right.
damn.
I'm gonna
No,
get to, sorry.
Sorry, go ahead.
I haven't done a rating. I'm gonna get to my rating.
Yeah, go do your rating.
Which
Do we have a real rating system?
my
yet?
I have my own rating system. I think we
okay.
should all have our own.
Maybe we'll get to one.
Mine,
one day.
this is a 4.5%. So out of 4.5, I'm giving this a 4.2. Like it's close to perfect for me. It's not even like my favorite style of beer. You know,
I'm
like,
gonna raise mine
You don't
to.
run into a Scottish style that often or whatever, but really, really good. Really like it. Maybe my rating is slightly painted by the great experience I had at Neustadt Springs with Mike, the owner. Great.
It does help.
Great tour and great beer, great location, really nice day. It was a good time.
Kind of reminds me of the IE. Kind of reminds me of that Subaru commercial back in the 2000s, where they go in the Everglades and there's this one like guy in the swamp and he goes IE.
I don't. Oh, is that when like the
It's like- it's
Subaru is like a wild animal and it's like driving
back,
through?
I think so. Then they would go through the Everglades and like it's like the white suburban family is lost and they don't know how to get around. And this guy shows up with his like crocodile hunter hat and he goes "Aye."
Okay.
Anyways, I'll
I don't
have to
remember that, but
All right. Well, I think I'll bump it up to a 7.5.
Okay.
Maybe I was a little quick to judge.
And your rating system is also at a 4.5.
No, yeah, 7.5 out of 4.5. No, 7.5 out of 10.
simple, nice.
I think it's not maybe scored it a little low at first, but again we're trying to figure out the best way to do this segment, and it's a little all over the
I
place,
think we
but
nailed it.
we're getting close. We're getting really close.
Brian, what are you giving it?
It's got a bit of a linger. Those chippies.
Did you just burp?
Oh, they do have a zesty Morton.
Staying power. I'm
linger.
excited for whomever gets the bottom because I have a feeling it's just that powder. It's gonna so good.
That's one thing you have to watch out on certain chip brands. You get a little ripped off if you get chips without any flavor, like
Yeah.
not enough dusting.
Yeah, true.
See, I think it's too. I'm not a dusting guy. I think it's
Yeah.
too much dusting for me. I think it's
You
a
don't
little.
like, yeah?
Yeah, like Brian said.
You've never had a
earlier,
chip
the
bag where it's
spray
like
on.
there's not enough, and you're just like, I can't even. It just tastes regular chip.
When it comes to chips, I'm kind of a purist. A nice simple.
He is. Yep.
Simple, clean chip.
you are
know?
a regular lay guy.
Yeah. Well, Lay's not necessarily. Lay's out of
So I
convenience.
should have said Lay's.
I'm a regular Lay. Yeah. Let me just.
Hey, yo.
But to rate the chips before Brian rates either of these things, rating it out of a bag that's 100% full, I am giving it like a 60% full, which it's good flavor. It's good. What do you guys telling secrets?
No, he's just leaning out of the shot probably, and I'm gonna be like, I can't
No.
extend the shot, and I have to like.
We're gonna use AI to,
I'm gonna have
fill
to
in
CG.
half of Brian's face.
I'm gonna have to CG Brian.
Yeah. All right, Brian, hit us
there.
hit us
Yeah.
with some
What
hit us
do
with some
you
ratings. What do you got here?
Judge not, lest you be judged first. And then just leave.
He's got fire
Drop
bars.
knowledge.
Combo's good. I'm getting buzzed. This was the best buzz liquid, though, I think,
Yeah?
of the day. So I agree. It may just be, I love this color, man.
Yeah, what's up with the cool blues so far?
love
We
it.
got
Right.
purple blue.
Yep.
We got blue and the dark blue, navy, dark blue.
Well, you know,
That's 'cause-
Scottish, right?
We're suckers. We're suckers for a nice masculine color palette.
Their flag
this would have been great if the Leafs were
That's
still
how
in the
they're getting
playoffs.
No, this is.
Scottish
this goes
guy-
down so much sweeter that they're not.
Scotland's blue and white, right? For their flag? If I'm not a dummy.
You
so that might
are
be
a
part
dummy,
of
but
it.
you're right about the flag.
Thank you kindly. The combo was a good choice. I don't know if that was just.
I think
that's
it was
what
an
happens.
excellent
It
choice.
wasn't that conscious
Yeah.
to pair these, but I saw these in the store and I was like, well, I mean, come on.
Trailer Park Boys. Can't get any more Canadian than that.
I wouldn't spit it out. I wouldn't spit either of these out. And this is a great deal.
That's right, $1.99 at
I would totally.
Zarky's.
So is it free ships if it's 80? 80
Pardon me?
bucks? Is it free shippings if it's 80 bucks?
I don't remember. I think it is.
There's gotta be a
yeah, no,
certain number.
shipping's free, but you have to. Yeah, it's a minimum
I'm
order.
intrigued. I'm intrigued.
Yeah. Give them
see what else they got.
give them a look. They got a lot of different stuff. I think they brew pretty small batches. I mean, this tour went all out, man. Like they showed us
course.
the canning machine that is built by a company in Stratford, and it's a very local operation, and they do good work. And like this Wellington brewmaster guy, like they've Wellington's got some really good stuff that I like too. So if this guy's responsible for that as well, then shout
beef.
out to guy whose name I don't know and never will, but
Oh.
I like the beer he makes.
Well, I just can't wait till Newstad has this on their website and say these guys are totally legit.
That's right.
Trust what they're saying.
This guy gave it a 4.2, but wait, it's out of 4.5. So
Yeah.
calm down.
But wait, this guy gave it us.
Yeah.
But it wasn't out of 4.5.
You know what? It's not as bad as it is. I'm also a couple beers deep.
It's
So
not as bad as it is. Let's you can write that on
That's
your
a slogan,
website for
yeah.
sure.
What does that even mean?
critics say.
Yeah.
Out of a 6-pack, 4.5 6-packs.
Nice.
Out of a 6-pack.
Nice,
Oh
Brian.
my
Nice
God,
rating.
This is the
dude. Very good.
worst rating
Solid
system
rating.
ever.
I like that.
No
buddy.
one knows. Someone's gonna buy this beer. Like, I don't know if they actually like
I
it.
would drink
yeah.
4.5 of these before passing out. Or, you know.
4.5. It's,
Before
it's
going to the
crazy.
beers,
you know you
Like,
do.
5% alcohol is a lot, I guess, compared to 4. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't say that. I don't know.
5%?
5%. Like, if
5%
this
is
is
very standard.
No, it has a lot of flavor for the percentage for sure.
Right,
Which
yeah,
I
yeah.
like. Yeah.
this is good. Any closing thoughts on this Scottish beer?
Should we vote for a yay or nay?
Yeah, the eyes have it.
Hey!
See, there's
Get
so
it?
many better names that they could have done with the eye pun, but I think they
There's
got a little
has to be
tired.
something with the way
just
they say
punny
aye.
on the
Like,
fact
is that what
that the
they
type of
is
beer
that what
it
they
is.
yell on the ships before they take off from harbor?
Aye, no.
Aye. Aye. No.
Yeah, no,
When
it's
you
not
fall
a
over
Subaru
drunk, that's the
commercial.
sound you make, yeah.
Yeah.
I keep slamming the
It's like yes, like yeah, aye. I'm
Aye.
Scottish. Hey, are you Scottish? Aye.
Aye.
Yeah, exactly.
Aye.
Good choice, man.
Well,
Yeah,
if you're
it's good.
Scottish and we offended you, let us know in the comments.
It's not the Scottish that you offended with this one.
That's good.
All right.
Yeah, good times,
Thanks, my man.
Well, let's cheers it and close it up for another chips and sips.
Cheers it and beers. Up.
Gambay. Sláinte?
Cilantro.
That's actually almost Scottish.
Now that's offensive.
Celtic. Thank you.
Thank you. Goodbye. Goodbye.
These are good. Too.
Goodbye.
Let's eat some
Goodbye.
chips.
And I love
Goodbye.
the art, my man.
It's good.
Where the
Give me more
Trailer Park
chips.
Boys?
Give me some zesty Mordants.
Get some Zesty Mordants into this.
I want
fella.
some. I need some zesty
Wow,
Mordants.
everyone's taking food from me these days.
Yeah.